Site or web pages like this, or like this is direct, minimal at the same time, or this is cool. All right, so well, you'd have to learn the fundamentals first, the basics first. So in this video we're going to explore the basics of creating grid layout with CSS. If you're new to web development or CSS grid, don't worry, we'll take it step by step. I've already opened a file named tutorial.html. I'm actually going to be doing an inline CSS. All right, so I wouldn't be opening a different file, a tutorial.css file. Okay, so I'm going to enter HTML5. It's as you saw, Emmet abbreviation. It makes it easy. It makes it also faster for us to code. So my title, okay, I should explain all of this in case you're new. Okay, so the HTML5 that we entered is simply to help us to set up the basic structure of our web page. So this you're seeing here is doc type HTML. It is a declaration signaling that we're using HTML5. Okay, then the HTML tag you're seeing here is the root of our document. We've set language to English EN. Okay, and here we have head. The head contains the title tag. At this point I really don't need this, so I'm going to get them out. Those are the meta tags. So these are the title tags, the opening and the closing tag. Okay, so here contains the title of our web page. So let's name our web page tutorial, or let me add here CSS grid tutorial, or I should just get off the tutorial. Okay, yeah, so CSS grid, and I'll put on my preview. I'll show my preview, so as I take every step you'd see what's happening. So CSS grid, the title is already here. Okay, I just have to adjust this. Okay, so this is the title. Okay, so it shows us the title of the web page, as I've said earlier. So here is the body, and I'll give a class. So this is I'm trying to use the Emmet abbreviation, so this video goes as fast as possible, but still you'll be able to get one or two from the video. Okay, so I'm writing the class name, grid container. So okay, what happened? So I'm adding my container myself. Okay, so grid container, I'm going to get in here and enter. Okay, so this is the container, and in this container I'm going to put in items. Okay, I'm going to put items in the container. So I'll go again with the div class, div, or what did I do here? Okay, div, okay, class. Then I'm going to give a class name of grid item. Okay, grid item. Grid item, and then I'm going to close this. And what name do we give to this? Okay, let's say grid one rather. Okay, so it should show up here. Okay, so I'm going to make like let's say 9 copies of this. So Control C, enter, Control V. So I have 4 already, so 5 more to go. Control V. How many do I have now? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, one more. Control V. Okay, so all I have to do is change the numericals. You can fast forward the video if I'm slow. You could also reduce the playback speed if you think I'm fast too. Okay, so now we're done adding items into this container. Okay, so this is just our HTML. Now let's style this. Let's bring out the grid. Like, let's use the CSS to make the grid visible, because obviously there's no grid showing. All right, so here in the in the head under the title, I'm going to add a style tag. Okay, so I'm writing in style, and here enter. Okay, so here is where we're going to do the styling for the body, the grid container, and all these items as a whole. Okay, so for the body, so I'm going to write in body, then with my curly brackets. Okay, body curly bracket. Okay, I'm going to add a property, font family, the third one here. Okay, font family. So you get to choose what font you want. I think I want this Arial, Helvetica, Sans Serif. Okay, so enter, and the next I want to put in is the margin property. Okay, the margin property. For the margin property, I'll set to 0. The next padding. For the padding property, I'll also set to 0, and then box sizing. Okay, box sizing, border box. Yeah. Okay. So the box sizing, the box sizing border box ensures that padding and borders are included in the element's total width and height. Okay. Then for the body, the font family, margin and padding, also the box sizing properties are general styles that set default font. Remove the margin and padding from the body. Okay, so it's just a general property. So now let's start for the grid container. Let's start for the grid container. So this is a grid container. So we'll start for the grid container. Okay, so this will hold our grid. So because it's a class, I'm going to use a dot. Okay, so grid container, grid container. So this is it here. I would have actually copied and pasted. Anyways, so that's the grid container, and then my curly bracket, enter. Okay, so I'm going to make display. I'm making my display to be grid, enter, and then I'm going to use a property of grid template. Okay, what was that? Grid template columns. Okay, so I'm going to write repeat. Okay, what was that again? Okay, repeat, enter. So repeat 3 1 fraction. Okay, I'm going to explain all of this. Let's just write every code down. The next thing, you can say grid gap or grid, the same thing. I hope you're seeing the effect it's giving to the items here. Okay, so grid gap, you could say gap or you could say grid gap. Okay, let's use gap. Gap. Okay, gap. So we're giving a gap of 10 pixels. All right, and okay, think the gap, just show, enter. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to give a padding. I think I should add color first so you'd see everything that's happening. So here I'll add color. You can style the color of the text. So for that we'll do color. Let's give the text white color. So I'll just write in white. Okay, enter. White. We can't see it anymore. Then I'll give a background color of what background color would I give now? Pop or blue. Enter. You could actually hover and choose, maybe make your intensity however you want it or whatever. So see, then color white. Okay, display grid template. So I'll remove these so you'd see what's happening. Okay, so gap, I'm giving a gap of I gave a gap of 10 pixels before. Now enter, gap, and I also give padding, right? Padding. So my padding will be 20 pixel. Okay, 20 pixel. Okay, 20 pixel. Okay, so we give color and everything. So the display grid here, it turns the container into a grid container. Okay, it turns it. Let me remove it so you see what happens. So you see everything is just under each other. They're like in a column, but when I put this back, it has been displayed in a grid format. Okay, so just think of it as a table. Think of the display grid as a table, but much more flexible. Then here you have grid template columns. Repeat 3 1 fraction. Okay, it defines how many columns your grid should have and how wide it should be. So in this case it's saying make 3 columns. So here 1 2 3, 1, okay, 1 2 3, down down down. Okay, make 3 columns, okay, each taking up 1 equal portion of the available space. So here 1 equal portion of the available space. So imagine if you say okay, let me not go further. In our next video I'll do that. Okay, so we also have grid gap. This here 10 pixel. So just put space in between each of the grid item. So imagine if I had like 2 here. Just, you notice, okay, what happened here? You noticed. So I'll put that back to 10. Okay, so you get the point now, right? Then the padding just adds space around the entire grids. Okay, so we'll also style our grid item, each of these item, which represents each border in our grid. So here, each border in our grid. Okay, so to I'm going to copy this, Ctrl C. I'm going to add a dot, Ctrl V. Okay, there's a problem here. Space. Let me add a hyphen. Okay, I should have done that on all of these. I'll put on my curly brackets, enter, and I'll make a right border, because the grids are not differentiated in this container, so we need to differentiate. So we put in a border. So the border width, how many pixels do you want yours to be? I want mine to be 1 pixel. Okay, 1 pixel. Then solid. Okay, then color, do you want yours yellow? So I made mine yellow. So you notice here it's yellow. This is the border. Okay, the next thing is padding. So I'm going to add a padding of 20 pixels. See what happens here? Yeah, see what happens here. So it creates space around the grid item you have here. Okay, so enter. Then I need my text to be at the center, so a text align property will do. So text align center. Did you notice what happened? Center. Okay, why do I feel this gap is too small? Should I add a 15 pixel space? Okay, yeah, I think I prefer this. So text align center, enter. And you might want to add a background color where this text is embedded into. So let's see, this is actually fine this way, but let's just add a background color. What color goes with? Let's see, purple. How will purple look? Okay, not bad. I could hover and also change and see what other color would no. Okay, means I'd have to change this blue. Hover. Let's change background color to red. Okay, pink. Then I'll change this green border to black. Let me change it to black. Okay, black with the yellow. I think the yellow should become white. That's much better. It's easier on the eyes too. Okay, so that's the background color. Okay, so these items are arranged in the grid according to the styles we've defined, if you notice. So let me increase this so you see. So there you have it. I encourage you to experiment with this code. It's easy and simple, as you've seen. You can change the number of columns in the grid template column property. You can adjust the grid space or gap. You can modify colors too. And participating in this hands-on approach will help you grasp the basics. Don't be afraid to break things. That's how we learn. So in this tutorial, we've covered the fundamental concepts of CSS Grids. In my next video, we'll look at a more advanced concept, particularly making a bento grid layout. I don't know if you've heard about the bento grid. Okay, so we're going to try that out. And if you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Remember, practice is key. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.